Researching this film wasn't difficult. Indeed, it's a poor reflection on mankind that my biggest problem wasn't finding enough examples of cheats in sport to make this film interesting. My biggest issue was in actual fact narrowing down the sheer number of incidents of cheating. Cheats come in all sizes and shapes. They may be individuals, teams, organisations, or even countries. There are many reasons why people cheat, but to be honest, I don't really care too much about that in this film. When cheating is mentioned, you immediately think of the obvious drug cheats, but this film will amaze you with many instances of cheating that really do make you question how on earth the perpetrator thought they might get away with it. They say cheats never prosper, and in most cases they don't. Many are caught and punished. However, there are a few that have got away with it. As far as this film goes, cheating is cheating. There is no worse cheater than another. The film isn't a countdown to the worst, it's just a sordid group and in no particular order. So let's sit back and be amazed by sport's biggest cheats. Let's start off with Russia. Systematic and state-sanctioned doping of Russian athletes has resulted in many Olympic medals stripped from Russia and also from Russian-associated countries. More than 150 athletes have been caught doping at the Olympic Games alone. Due to widespread violations of anti-doping regulations, including an attempt to sabotage ongoing investigations by the manipulation of computer data, WADA in 2019 banned the Russian Federation from all major sporting events for 4 years. It also seems that in just about anything, the Russians have proven themselves that they cannot be trusted. Mike Tyson was involved in one of the most controversial moments in boxing history in 1997 when he bit the ear of Evander Holyfield during their WBA World Heavyweight Championship fight. He said, "I bit him because I wanted to kill him. I was really mad about my head being bumped and everything." Soviet fencer Boris ONISCHENKO was disqualified after he was caught using an illegal electronic device in his épée in the fencing event at the modern pentathlon. ONISCHENKO, considered a prime candidate for the gold medal, lunged at his opponent, Fox, in the épée duel. There was no touch, but the Russian's blade nonetheless registered a score. Lights flashed on the scoreboard and the buzzer sounded. Fox immediately protested that he had not been touched by the point, and an official jury of appeal investigated on the spot. Someone had wired the épée in such a way that he would score a winning hit even without making contact. The jury of appeal listened very carefully to ONISCHENKO's explanation that the equipment was not his own, but decided that his explanation wasn't good enough, so ONISCHENKO was ejected from the pentathlon despite an appeal by the Soviet team. Tonya Harding was the 1991 US figure skating champion, but became much more famous 3 years later in 1994 when she hired her ex-husband to strike her rival Nancy Kerrigan with a police baton on her landing leg, on her landing knee. As a result of her involvement in the assault on Kerrigan, the US Figure Skating Association banned her for life. Lance Armstrong won the Tour de France a record 7 consecutive times from 1999 to 2005 after recovering from testicular cancer. His cycling achievements made him a hero to millions of fans across the world. Unfortunately, he was a massive cheat. He repeatedly denied any involvement in doping, but a United States Anti-Doping Agency investigation in 2012 concluded that Armstrong had used performance-enhancing drugs over the course of his career. Armstrong eventually admitted his guilt in January 2013 and was stripped of the 7 Tour wins and also his Olympic bronze medal. Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez and also many other baseball players cheated by mostly steroid use. This was actually in a sport that up until 2002 didn't even test for drugs. There are plenty of track and field sprinters who have cheated, so it's only fair to highlight the Olympic sprint champions Marion Jones and Ben Johnson, 2 very high-profile cheats who were stripped of their medals and suspended for their drug use, with Marion Jones even spending time in prison for lying to federal agents about her use of performance-enhancing drugs. With 6 Super Bowl titles, it's fair to say that the New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick is quite good at winning in the NFL. However, cheating controversies have dogged his career, with one of the most famous instances coming during the 2007 regular season game against the New York Jets. The Patriots were caught taping the Jets' defensive signals. Further investigations uncovered diagrams of the Pittsburgh Steelers' defensive signals at New England's headquarters. The NFL fined Belichick $50,000 and the Patriots organisation a cool $250,000 and took away their 2008 first-round draft pick. The Hand of God was a goal scored by Diego Maradona during the Argentina v England quarter-finals match of the 1986 FIFA World Cup. I remember it well. The goal was illegal under association football rules due to Maradona using his hand, but because the referees did not have a clear view of the play and video assistant referee technology did not exist, it stood to give Argentina a 1-0 lead. Argentina went on to win 2-1, with Maradona scoring a second goal, which became known as the goal of the century. Argentina would go on to lift the cup. The Hand of God goal's name derives from Maradona's initial response on whether he scored it illegally, stating it was made a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the Hand of God. Corked bats have been hollowed out and filled with a lighter material such as cork to disguise the modification. The reason the bats are modified in this way is to make them lighter. This allows the hitter to swing them faster. It makes them illegal for use in baseball, but that didn't deter either Sammy Sosa or Albert Belle, who were caught and suspended for their cheating. Thierry Henry infamously handballed against Ireland in 2009, which then allowed William Gallas to score in extra time with the World Cup qualifier, thus eliminating Ireland. In 2017, the Houston Astros were caught cheating using a centre field camera feeding a monitor in their dugout, which one of the players would watch and read the signals of their opponents. The signals were then communicated to the batter by screaming, clapping, whistling, and in some cases, banging a trash can. It's fair to say that cheating comes in many forms. However, pretending to be disabled to win a gold medal at the Paralympics seems, to me, to be the lowest form. The 2000 Paralympics saw Spain basketball team win gold in the intellectual disability category. However, it was subsequently discovered that 10 of the 12 players in the squad suffered from no mental deficiencies. The team was officially disqualified in order to return the gold medals. Bloodgate was a rugby union scandal involving the English team Harlequins in their Heineken Cup quarter-final against the Irish side Leinster on the 12th of April in 2009. It was so called because of the use of fake blood capsules to facilitate the substituting of players, which allowed them to make tactical changes which wouldn't otherwise have been possible without the blood injury rule. Calciopoli was a match-fixing scandal in Italy's top professional football league, Serie A. A number of telephone interceptions showed that team managers and referee organisations during the 2004 to 2005 season and the season afterwards selected favourable referees. This implicated league champions Juventus and several other teams including Milan, Fiorentina, Lazio and Regina. In 2006, Juventus was stripped of the 2004-2005 title and was downgraded to last place in the 2005-2006 championship and therefore relegated with a 30-point deduction. Rosie Ruiz was probably the most famous marathon cheat of all time, having crossed the line first in the 1980 Boston Marathon in a then record time of 2 hours 31 minutes and 56 seconds. However, all was not as it seemed, as it was later discovered that she had registered for the race and then took the subway close to the finish before entering the race. An early example of Olympic cheating was the American Fred LORZ. He won the marathon in the 1904 Olympic Games in St. Louis. Problem is, he had actually stopped running at the 9-mile mark, claiming exhaustion, and was given a lift by his coach in a car for 11 miles, only for him then to run the remaining part. When spectators complained that he had not run the whole race, the title was given to fellow American Thomas Hicks, who had also got some help in the race, as he had used the performance-enhancing drug strychnine. The baseball scandal involving the Chicago White Sox in 1919 is undoubtedly one of the most famous examples of match-fixing in any sport in history. The White Sox were heavy favourites to beat the Cincinnati Reds, but rumours of the series being fixed were rampant after huge bets were placed on the outsiders. 8 members of the Chicago team were subsequently found guilty of conspiring to throw the series, and they were banned for life. New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was found guilty of ordering the deliberate deflation of footballs used in the Patriots' victory over the Indianapolis Colts. The controversy resulted in Brady being suspended for 4 games, the team being fined $1 million and the forfeit of 2 draft selections in 2016. The 2018 Australian ball tampering scandal, also known as Sandpapergate, was a cricket cheating scandal surrounding the Australian national cricket team. In 2018, during the third Test match against South Africa, Cameron Bancroft was caught by television cameras trying to rough up one side of the ball with sandpaper to make it swing in flight. Captain Steve Smith and Vice-Captain David Warner were also found to be involved, and all three received significant sanctions from Cricket Australia. 3 East German women's LUGE team members were disqualified in 1968 for heating the runners of their sleds to make them go faster. Piegate was a publicity stunt that led to football's Sutton United's goalkeeper eating a pie during a televised FA Cup tie with Arsenal. The betting company involved was fined £84,000 by the Gambling Commission for offering odds of 8-1 that substitute goalkeeper Wayne Shaw would finish an entire pie while the game was going on. Shaw ate the pie and was subsequently fined £375 by the FA and banned for 2 months from all footballing activity. He later resigned from the club. As I started the film by saying, there are unfortunately many examples of cheating in sport, and I'm sure you know of many more that have happened. Let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to reply. As ever, if there is something I need correcting on, please do not hesitate in doing so, and once again, do it in the comments below. If you have enjoyed the film, please give it a like, and also, the thing that makes me the happiest in the world is seeing a new subscription. It really does. Check out my other films. I'm making quite a library and things are going quite well with my book Interested in Sports, which has thousands of the best sports facts and jokes. You really should read it. It's available to buy online or to order in all good bookstores. See you all, and also I'm just thinking of one last thing. In the 11th commandment is, thou shalt not get caught. So don't get caught cheating out there, guys. Bye.